Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. A short follow-up for the price action, what happened on the 15-minute chart and the 1-hour chart. So as we said, of course, today in the morning, we are still looking for this wave 4, which it has hit, of course, the 0.5 level and looking for a wave 5 toward the upside after having 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 impulse toward the upside. Wave 3 is shorter than your wave 1 because it is very extended, of course, wave 1, meaning your wave 5 should be as well shorter than your wave 3, meaning we have to take the all-time high, which is over 108k, but yeah, if you are in a bigger bullish scenario, then you have to break the 111, meaning this wave 5 should be longer than your wave 3 and start to looking for higher prices on common target 113. Common target 118k. Basically, a higher possibility is, of course, to have a short wave 5 and then, of course, taking the all-time high and start to moving toward the downside correctively for A, B, and a C, another wave 4 and a 5 again, of course, to finish our bull run for this main wave 5 in our impulse. Now, internally, what we are looking at, of course, in the latest video where I said, of course, the overlapping is not a good thing. Seeing many overlaps, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then, of course, 1, 2 again, it's too much. It means, yeah, start to lean to be corrective more than impulsive. And here we go. This is what we got after it. Of course, we got, of course, this is kind of a WXY correction and then, of course, still moving toward the downside. Now, you have to be careful with this scenario because I mentioned today in the deep analysis, we still have, of course, a bearish scenario that it might unfold from the top. If you remember today in the deep analysis, we said that we have a short-term bull run, which it has finished, of course, in a short-term WXY long correction for your wave 4 in this, of course, a big impulse cycle, and then we are looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a contracting diagonal for your wave 1. After wave 1, you got a wave 2, 3, 4, and even possibly 4 like this. And then your wave 5 is an ending diagonal to the upside, finishing your wave 5, finishing this bull run. Now, after this, of course, you got a kind of like an impulse toward the downside where we can see, of course, internally 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Making from this a wave 1 possibly, and then A, B, and a C, or sorry, WXY, because your wave C need to be 5 waves, and taking the 5 waves, meaning, of course, taking the high, and then invalidation of this 1, 2 to the downside. So in a bearish scenario, this is exactly what you are looking for. In this case, that you are looking for a finished wave 1. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, W, X, and a Y, finishing your wave 2 before hitting the 886 in few dollars. Now, why I'm mentioning this right now? And that because if we have finished this W, X, and a Y, as you can see, your wave Y might be a perfect zigzag toward the upside, A, B, and a C, right? Where you have already an impulse finished, correction, and also an impulse, which we were considering it wave 3 in bullish scenario, right? And then 4, 5. However, if this end up as a B and a C zigzag, meaning of course that this is a wave Y, and yes, this might be a wave 2. And then of course you would like to see an impulse toward the downside, which we already got on the 1-hour chart even very clearly, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. If we go to the 15-minute to check, of course, the healthiness of this impulse, we can see that, yes, we have here a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of leading diagonal, meaning, of course, this is an impulse, wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5 ending a diagonal as well. Very nice and clean impulse. Now, this was very overlapping, was very corrective, and we might, of course, move toward the downside again. This looks like a very massive impulse or aggressive impulse, I would say. 5-minute chart, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, as you can see, meaning continuation toward the downside after, of course, is this a correction here that we are looking at possibly. And of course, we want to see lower prices. Now, are we bearish? Not really yet, but it looks like more bearish than bullish right now. And of course, we are still possibly looking at a correction, deeper correction for your wave 4, meaning you don't want to hit the invalidation point for your wave 4, which is at the 100,800. So I would, let's put this to keep it clear here. So this price label for the invalidation, of course. So these are the things. If we hit, of course, this, meaning, of course, invalidation of any kind of impulse toward the upside, meaning, of course, we're moving toward the downside, giving higher possibility for the bearish scenario. So what I'm saying now, I'm not bearish, but what is going on right now is increasing the possibility of the bearish scenario. So we start to see an increase in the possibility of moving lower, and that because of several impulses that we see here right now, and of course that we still have an impulse toward the downside, and we didn't yet reach the 0.886 for a 1-2. So we need to watch, we need to be careful with this. As I mentioned today, be careful from following, of course, emotions and the news of the US presidency entering the White House and etc. It might be, of course, just a news to be some traps in the market, right? So be careful from it. Of course, we're gonna keep it up and see what's gonna happen. I'm not saying we are bearish. We might still be corrective, but if we invalidate of course, the possibility of being bearish is getting very, very higher at that time. Now, because this video, of course, is a dominance of BTC, so of course, I just want to give a little bit short updates what it might happen. And let's move to the dominance, of course, for Bitcoin to check what it can be, the potential. Is it altcoins much more profitable for the next week, or is it Bitcoin? So as you can see, the last week we were looking here at a finished zigzag towards the downside ABC, and after this we have started, of course, to see some moves toward the upside impulsively. And it looks, of course, like an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your wave 4 did not hit your wave 1. Your wave 3 is not the shortest, so perfect impulse, let's say. And then 1, 2, and possibly, of course, 1, 2. Now, another possibility, it can be simply a zigzag, and then moving again toward the downside, because we already have our fib level here, waiting for a wave C toward the downside, probably, of course, to see, of course, the dominance of Bitcoin getting, of course, lower and lower probably, and giving more chances to the altcoins to start an alt season. As you know, always after the bull run of Bitcoin, the alt season might start, and it might be very, very fast, as you can see before. So we have history with alt season that it is very, very fast, guys. It's not like Bitcoin. It takes a lot of time and to move and to finish this bull run. The altcoins are very, very fast. Normally, traders take their profits from Bitcoin and directly enter the market in altcoins, but it is only for just accumulation of some profit over, of course, what they had in Bitcoin. Therefore, of course, the take profit could be very, very fast, and finishing, of course, the alt season very fast and starting a new cycle for the crypto market, starting with Bitcoin again. So possibly we have finished a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as you can see here in the yellow scenario for this cycle, where we are already in the 58% for Bitcoin dominance over the crypto market. This is a very good number for dominance, knowing that the crypto market is increasing daily and daily, every day, some coins entering the market again and again, even new coins, new projects, and therefore, of course, the dominance of Bitcoin is gonna be affected. And therefore, on the weekly, you will see that the dominance of Bitcoin is getting into a contracting a diagonal, meaning for each cycle, the Bitcoin dominance will get shorter and shorter. It's gonna be squeezing in the crypto market because not just that some altcoins taking over the crypto market, also the number of the altcoins that are entering in the crypto market are affecting this dominance of Bitcoin. So this dominance, of course, percentage will be divided on more coins by all means, and of course it will give less dominance for Bitcoin, of course, over this crypto market. Now, as you can see and as you can know today, that is a very famous trend, which is a Trump official coin, which is a meme coin, has been launched by the President Trump. So yeah, of course it is a trend. I don't trust this, to be honest. I'm not telling you this to trade it or to enter into it and yeah to have some trades with it. I'm telling you that this is affecting, of course, for example, the Bitcoin dominance. And of course, today we saw, for example, Bitcoin moving down, while this meme coin, which is new to the market, was moving, yeah, very, very high. And of course, it might be, of course, a trap, so be careful from it. I don't trust it again. I'm not here saying that this coin is moving up so that you can go and trade it. I'm just saying that what can affect the dominance of Bitcoin, for example. Such projects, of course, but yeah, don't forget that such project at the end, it can fail, and yeah, so be careful with it and trade safe. Now for the next week, I think that we are very, very close to finish our bull run. As you know, we have 4545 for Bitcoin to be finished, so I would suggest be ready for an altcoin, and don't forget that it's gonna be very, very fast. That was it for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.